My audience. Good evening. How many of you have been following the news and you are aware of the dilemma that we are in where society is at odds with the police officers? Now, just this month alone, we witnessed where two innocent males have been killed at the hands of police officers. And a tragedy like this has become such a worldwide heartbreak that it leaves us asking the question, what must be done for society to get better? And so as I pondered that question, I came up with an idea that would bond the community with police officers and with the society. And that is mandatory community service beginning at the age 12 through 18. Now we all know what community service is. It's unpaid or voluntary work that's done intended to help people in a particular area. And we have several places here in Texarkana that welcome community service, such as the Randy Sam Shelter, and then we have a couple of resale shops, and then we also have Texarkana Parks and Recreation. And so these places, they welcome community service of any kind, whether it's to help clean, serve, cook, or just assist. Now, I know we mainly hear of community service when it's given as a punitive assignment to people in lieu of going to jail or going to prison. And then we also hear about it when students are trying to complete community service so they can put it on their college application. And so I got to thinking, if community service is looked at as having a positive impact on the person that's doing it and on the person or organization that's receiving it, then why not make it mandatory? Now you may ask, why do I say the youth? Well, what is the youth? The youth is our what? Our future adult citizens. They're our future society. So why not start with the seed? So you may think, how can something like this be implemented? The same way that you implement immunization shots. Immunization shots is a requirement from birth up until adulthood. And what happens with that? You have to get your shots done. And if you don't get your shots done, then you're not able to either, some babies aren't able to enter into daycare, students or kids aren't able to attend school or to continue school. So the same would go for the community service. Starting at the age 12, you will be given a yearly assignment of community hours that you need to complete. And if you don't complete those hours, then you're either not able to attend school or you're not able to continue to attend school. Now, I know this may seem far-fetched and strange, but it's actually not. There's several states in the U.S. that has a program similar to this. And one of the places is a high school called Roslyn High in New York. And this school requires their high schoolers to, I think it's complete 40 hours of community service in order to graduate. And so this isn't too far out of reach for us. Now, you may ask about the benefits of this. Well, like I said, it'll benefit the youth, which is our future citizen in society. It'll benefit the community, and it'll benefit the officers. It'll benefit the youth by allowing the youth an opportunity to contribute to their community. And then also it'll allow them an opportunity to realize what the needs of their community is. Now, it'll help the community by simply building up the community. And then it'll also allow the community to save on resources. So where the community has been spending money in the past on certain places, well now when you have this continuous community service and volunteer work, well then they can use that resource towards something else. And then also, it'll help the police officers by allowing them the opportunity to service the community in which that they serve, and they'll be able to bond with the citizens and the youth that's working in these community outreach areas. And so, and also it'll make the police officers aware, more sociably aware of what's going on in the community. And they'll be aware, but like I said, talking with the youth and finding out what's going on in the community and with these youth. Excuse me. So, as I close, I want to leave you with a visual. And this visual I find funny because it's an elementary visual, but I believe that this small elementary visual can make a big change in the world. And that is, if we have our youth, And our youth is working in the community, and they're serving the community, and they're bonding with the people in the community and the community leaders. And then we have our community. And so we have our community that we have built up and that has become great, and our community that's saving resources. And then we have, lastly, our police officers. And we have our police officers that's linked up with the community, that's linked up with the youth. And what have we found? What have we formed? We formed a chain. We formed a link. And this chain and this link can support and pull our society into a greater place. Thank you.
That was pretty good there.